How's it going, everyone? We're actually going to have some fun and go through a Erlang two-sum here. And I know it's probably like, oh man, two-sum, the classic, right? That's like the beginner classic here. A little different in Erlang. Actually, I think it's a little easier than in most languages. Usually you would have just the loop, and then you'd have like a needed value, and you compare whether, needed value was in scene, the map that you created. But I actually like it a little better here in Erlang. I think it goes a little smoother. Now, we will actually have a find function here with a numbers in it. We'll have numbers, and obviously we use capital letters for all the variables in Erlang because otherwise it's an atom. For that, it's an atom. And that's really good for pattern matching, but right now we want to actually hold some storage. So we want to have things that can hold storage. So we'll do number and target. Then we come down here and we will say, hey, we want to find numbers, target, and we'll do a hash map here. This is Erlang's hash map. I know it's interesting. And interestingly enough, this will blow your mind, Erlang actually has an indexing system of, it starts at 1, kind of like Lua. I can't think of any other language that does that. All the rest, like C++ and C, everything else, JavaScript and Java, everything starts at 0. So it's really weird when you run into another one outside of Lua that did that. So when I had found out Erlang did that, I'm like, that's really interesting. How about that? But anyway, I think it's cool. I like Erlang, so I'm probably in the minority with that. But I remember when I first found out, I'm like, oh, no way, man. That's like Lua. That's like the other language that does that. Both great languages. Now, we want to call find, and these are like the base cases, right? Like we don't care. Once the list is empty and we never found anything, then hey, it's not found, right? We're just using atom. It's not found. That's no go. It's basically, we're just saying we didn't find anything. We'll end that clause because we never found anything. So we don't have to worry about it. So we can go to find. Here, we'll actually split it up to a heads and tails for our list there. We can come over here and go scene. Oh no, we'll do target. Sorry. Target, scene, index. From there, target, scene, index. Oh, and we need a comma. Otherwise, it's not going to work at all. And they'll just start screaming at us in the compiler. So we need target, scene, index, and then we needed equals. This is somewhat similar, especially if you're doing like a needed value due to target minus array I or something. So same concept, just target minus H, which is the head of the list. The one that we are cycling through, it's going to be H right there. It'll be the head. Now we can do a case of maps, and we can find, we want the needed value. That's what we're looking for. That might be inside of scene. That's what we're looking for. We're trying to find needed inside of scene. Now we can say of, and we can do okay, and needed index, because we need that index. We're trying to return the indexes here, the indices, and we can do needed index, and we will do index, because that's what we want it to spit back out, is the needed index and the index. But hey, if we don't get that, if we don't get, okay, we found it, we're good, then it's just going to be an error. Like clearly we ran into some serious issues here, and so we'll do, oh, sorry, not there. We'll do find, and we'll do T, and we'll do target, then we'll do maps, put, and we'll put, and then we will put inside of there H, index, and scene. And then we'll do index plus 1 because we want to increment it, right? So if we don't find it, hey, then there's an issue, and all we want to do is add it into the scene and keep track of it, right? We want to make sure that we constantly increase our index as we go through each number in the list, but we also want to make sure that we're keeping track of target. Target is not going to help us at all. We want to make sure that we are able to put these inside of our list there. So we're going to put the head and the index into our scene, and we're going to increase the index plus 1. From there, we can go, now we'll do end, and here's where it gets really wild. We will come up here and do find 2, and that takes care of everything we need to do for that. We'll come over here, we'll go terminal, and we'll do new terminal, nerd terminal. That's good. That's good stuff there. All right, so we will open up our terminal here, and we will do C, and we will do two-sum, because we want to compile the two-sum there. And then we can do two-sum, and we, actually, I put this here so I wouldn't have to type it all out for everyone. So we'll just do this. We'll do two-sum find, and we can run it. And there we go. We get 1 and 2 because Erlang indexes start at 1. Like I said, pretty cool. I think all the best languages do that. Lua, Erlang, best of the best there, right? We can do another one here where we can do, we'll see if we can find the combination of 8, and we do. 1, 2, 3. So we have 2 and 3. It's going to throw a lot of people off. Like, no, it's not right, man. It's wrong. It's dumb. But I'm telling you, that's just how, I know it's different, but that's how it works. We come here, not found, because it can't actually find it here, because it doesn't exist. And that is how we can handle using a functional programming, recursion, and Erlang. A beautiful syntax, I would say. I mean, you guys are probably looking at this like, dang, that looks way easier than doing a for loop with a needed val and just saying, hey, is like needed val in scene. That's way better. You know, that's the stuff. But personally, I really like Erlang. I think it's a lot of fun to work with. I think it's a beautiful language, and I think it's so awesome and powerful. So I just wanted to bring you the classic two-sum out of all the algorithms that are out there. So I'll bring some more as we go. And honestly, I hope you guys just enjoyed it and learning a little bit more about Erlang and how easy that was. Easy peasy. Just a few lines of code. Cake. So I thank you all for checking out this video, and I hope you guys will check out the next one as well. We'll see you next time.